Hi everyone, it is I. So I want to share, before I realized this, when I was younger, I used to think that, I used to have a lot of, depressed thoughts and that, etc., etc. And when I went into nature, I would always feel better. And right now I'm in nature, and it's kind of interesting because this energy has been up for the last couple of days. I don't know if you can see me, oh well, where I've been sort of down, and then every time I go into nature it kind of stops. So do you ever feel like that? Do you ever feel like, there's a lot going on in the world and sometimes you're a bit down or whatever? I often find what actually is going on is you're being aware and you're picking up kind of like a psychic SpongeBob, where you're aware of everyone else that's going on, everyone, the thoughts, feelings and emotions of other people. And we do this without knowing, and we think it's ours, and then we make it real, and then we pretend or make up that there's some sort of, it's relevant to us in some way. Sad because my friend was mean to me or something, I don't know, we just make shit up. But what if it's actually just made up and it's not real, and it doesn't have to be real for you, and you're basically just perceiving everything else that's going on around you? And what if that's not wrong? What if this is actually something, a capacity and a talent? And what if no one, including you, hasn't acknowledged it or ever acknowledged it? So everything doesn't allow you to claim and own that you're a psychic aware SpongeBob. Will you just let that go now, please? Cool. And also, what if you claiming and owning that you're aware of everything else that's going on allows you to have more of you, and allows you to be more free, and oh, okay, I'm just aware and I'm just picking up on, random shit that's around me. And also what if you could just have fun acknowledging you and your capacities and what you came here to create in the world? That's the first step. As I take a step, literally climbing the rocks at the river. When I was younger, I used to go into nature, and every time I would have a sense of peace, because nature just doesn't have thoughts, doesn't have a point of view about, if you're having a bad hair day, it just is, and it's there for you. And when I was younger, I used to get a lot of stuff, just shit in my head. And when I went to nature, it would just go. So if that is relevant to you, what is actually going on is you're actually perceiving, you're actually aware of other people's shit around you. Crazy, right? I know. But when, you go into a workplace or you go in to meet someone, how often do you already know if they're having a crappy day or if they're upset or angry, instead of, being happy or whatever? How often do you actually already instantly know as soon as you walk in the room? You're oh, okay, what's wrong? What's going on? That's what I'm talking about. That's where you're aware of what's going on. And you may not have acknowledged it, but a lot of the times when there's a lot of stuff going on in your head, it's actually you being aware of everyone around you. So when I was younger and I didn't know a tool to help, I would go into nature and I would feel better and then go home and feel crap again. So the tool I would like to share is called Who Does This Belong To? Now, when you're in a situation where you've got a lot of shit in your head and like you're just not happy or you're cranky, like you can use this tool and you can say, who does this belong to? In your head or out loud, but preferably not around people because they'll think you're weird. And people already think I'm weird, so what the fuck? And if you don't like me swearing, I'm sorry. And so what you can do is keep asking, who does this belong to? 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 Until you sense some lightness or more of you, or something shifts and you're like, oh, I don't have to be cranky around this person because it's not actually my cranky. Yeah, so it's just an amazing tool that I'd like to share, and yeah, just enjoying nature and soaring high. Alright, thanks for watching everyone. Hope you have an amazing day with this new tool.